What's up, everyone? SethTheProgrammer. Today we're going to be doing Naruto versus Sasuke in their adult states or versions. So Hokage Naruto versus Wanderer Sasuke. Also, if you like what I do, be sure to subscribe to Daddy Seth. Leave a like on the video. I'd really fucking appreciate it. I put a lot of work and effort into these videos. I've been researching all this stuff for a long time, and I just feel like there aren't a lot of credible, bigger YouTubers out there, and I deserve a spot at the top, man. Help me out. But anyways, also, if you guys want an more in-depth analysis about like how strong they are and stuff like that, you guys can check out my actual Naruto vs. Sasuke breakdowns and analysis. Those will be in the description, and I will put one at the end of the video. I'll put whoever wins this at the end of the video. But if I were you, I would not go to the comments section before watching this video, simply because you need to hear my explanation, because I know a lot of people are like, when they hear the result of a battle, they will instantly dislike if it doesn't agree or coincide with their opinion, and they'll like if it goes with their opinion. And it's like, you just need to hear my arguments first, man. But anyways, let's get started. So I thought we should do a brief little history lesson before we talk about their final battle. Well, they're not really the final battle, but if they fought as an adult. So when they fought again in their final battle at the end of Shippuden, a lot of people don't know this, but Naruto is stronger than Sasuke when they fought at the final valley for the second time. And this is due to the fact that it's way harder to master Sasuke's Rinnegan than it would be for Naruto to master his Sage powers, simply because Naruto's Sage powers is like not really much different than his normal Kyuubi Chakra mode and Sage mode. It's basically the same thing, and the Rinnegan is like a totally different world. It has different abilities, different things to master. Really, all Naruto had to master was the ability to fly and his truth-seeking orbs, but it's like he already did, because one of the abilities of the Sage of Six Paths mode is that you have an unconscious mastery of flight. It's actually stated in the data book that you already know how to fly and use most of your abilities. Like, you already mastered your chakra by the time you have the form, which is why Naruto had a huge advantage over Sasuke. And it's also pretty obvious that Naruto is also stronger, because Sasuke was trying to kill him, like edging out the whole time, and then Naruto just fucking fisted him the whole time. Well, just like, I want to be your friend, Sasuke. And he's like trying to murder him, and he's just like beating him up, right? And then even when Sasuke absorbed 10 other tailed beasts, Naruto was still able to counter him, and they still tied, which is why Sasuke was like, okay, I fucking lost, right? So then you skip ahead a few years, and you go to Naruto the Last, and in Naruto the Last, the only difference between their powers is Naruto now is way fucking stronger than Sasuke. I know a lot of guys don't like to admit that, but Sasuke's like wandering around trying to like atone for his sins. There's no proof he's really been training. He might be honing his Rinnegan more, which is shown later in like Boruto. But during the last, he's basically just wandering around, doing small tasks for people, trying to atone for himself. And Naruto is blatantly training on top of having a total nether half of his nine tails. So yeah, the only difference in this battle, because Naruto's still training, is that Naruto has an entire nether nine tails half, and Sasuke is basically the fucking same. So in the last, Naruto would curb stomp him with absolutely no difficulty. And yes, it is shown that Naruto does train in the last as well. So yeah, basically just Naruto plus nine tails plus extra years of training equals the last. And then you could argue Sasuke plus training equals the last. So it's like they're basically the same, except Naruto has a whole nother nine tails on top of both of them training. So it's pretty clear that Naruto is stronger in this scenario. I know a lot of people like to think that he doesn't have his Six Paths mode anymore. This is mainly due to the fact that he doesn't use it in the show, but it's shown that he uses it as an adult, so he clearly does have it still, right? And he's still a rival to Sasuke's Rinnegan, so he does have to have it. A lot of people think he doesn't have it mainly because he doesn't have the truth-seeking orbs anymore. But the thing about the truth-seeking orbs is that you need all the chakra natures to make it, and even when he did have the Six Paths mode, he couldn't regenerate them. Good example of this is after the fight with Kaguya. He only had like 3 left, I think. And even Yeah, he only had 3 left, and when he reactivated his 6 paths mode, he still only had 3. So even when he blatantly had the 6 paths mode, they didn't regenerate. So when he's an adult, they still wouldn't regenerate. They're pretty much just like a one-time only kind of thing. And it's also concluded in the games as well. I don't know if you guys like games, but in the games, it is concluded that yes, adult Naruto still has a 6 paths mode and all of like a little sliver of all the Bijuu's chakras still, which is shown with his Rasen, Shuriken, barrages, and shit. What a lot of people don't know is about when they're adults is that both Naruto and Sasuke are a lot stronger when they're actually adults than they are in the last. This is due to there actually being a massive time skip before Naruto becomes Hokage. Like, if you look at it, Boruto's born, and he's, like, able to run around. Himawari's also born. So it's, like, many years later, and he's still not Hokage yet. Which means that he was basically training until adulthood. So he is a lot stronger than he was in the last, and when in the War Arc, a lot of people get this misconception that he's a lot weaker because he got rusty, but it's like, sure, he's rusty, but he's rusty compared to his prime adult self, not rusty compared to how he was in, like, the War Arc or in the last, because he's been training, like, a fucking decade since then, so he's, like, a decade more training on top of that. So does Sasuke as well. Good proof that Sasuke did train is that he's, like, swapping dimensions now, so, like, if he fought Kaguya, he'd be able to switch dimensions on her. And he just seems to have a lot more abilities. And he also probably mastered his Rinnegan more, being able to, like, absorb energy and attack at the same time, like Kurama was suggesting. So another thing that you guys need to know about Naruto versus Sasuke as well is that even if Naruto did get rusty from his prime adult version, that the gap between the last Naruto and Sasuke is huge, right? Literally, they were about the same level, and then Naruto just gets another 9 tails. So it's like he just became a 9 tails stronger than Sasuke. And then it's like, okay, so they're training equally. Actually, Sasuke might be more lenient with his training because he's just kind of wandering around meeting people while Naruto's actually blatantly training. So you have Naruto, who's actually been kind of training, has a training regiment where Sasuke's kind of wandering and maybe training here and there. Naruto then has a whole nother 9 tails. And then he gets rusty from that, but it's like, can Sasuke grow a whole nother 9 tails stronger in like a few months or like a year? And it's like, that's debatable, man. But let's just say, and then I mean, if you look at the battle with Momoshiki, this is also shown because Naruto has to save Sasuke's life in both the anime and the manga. Well, not the anime, but the movie and the manga. Sasuke gets almost killed by Momoshiki, and Naruto has to save his life. So like, let's just say that, let's just be generous. Let's say that, okay, Sasuke is stronger than Naruto, right? Let's say that Sasuke somehow became stronger than a 9 tails in like a few months or whatever. Okay. So the problem is that maybe Sasuke would be stronger than Naruto or whatever the fuck, right? But there's one thing that Naruto can still do that Sasuke really relied on in their first battle that he can no longer do, and that is Sasuke can't absorb the 10 tails like he did, or all the tailed beast like he did in the final battle in the final valley. But Naruto can still use his giant 6 paths Rasen Shuriken and absorb energy all throughout the planet to counter that power. So it goes down to show if Naruto was serious, like he pulled the Hashirama versus Madara, he's like, nobody will hurt my village, then he would in fact whip out that 6 paths Rasen Shuriken, clone himself maybe 5,000 times, because yes, he can clone himself literally 5,000 times, at least 2,000, that's confirmed. So he might be able to clone himself thousands of times, gather up nature energy, and whip out a 6 paths Rasen Shuriken, and Sasuke would get one-shotted without difficulty. I mean, I could see Sasuke maybe like teleporting dimensions possibly to survive the attack, but I don't think Naruto would also have to go all out. Here's an example, like, so Naruto used all his 6 paths giant Rasen Shuriken energy because he was countering Sasuke when he had the 10-tailed beast absorbed, but then it's like Sasuke doesn't have that power, so Naruto wouldn't have to do that, right? So Naruto, in this case, would be stronger than Sasuke. However, it is possible that Sasuke could beat Naruto, and a few examples are Sasuke can teleport. Sasuke can also steal energy while simultaneously attacking. So if Sasuke did manage to steal some of Naruto's energy, he could pull off a win. But for now, I'm going to go with Naruto being stronger than Sasuke. You can't really use the Boruto movie as a good example of the two. I know some people were like, well, in this battle, Sasuke took the lead in their little combination clash. It's like, okay, that's a combination attack. It doesn't mean one person's stronger than the other. And you also need to realize we don't know who had less energy. We don't know how much energy Momo stole from Naruto. He could have stole a shit ton, right? He could have stole more than it took for Sasuke to teleport there. So the movie's not really a good gauge. What you need to do is you need to go with scaling. And if you're going with scaling, Naruto wins. Okay, that's just the bottom line. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. And till next time.